So I just got my Shark Air Purifier Max. I was born with asthma. I still have it a little bit today, so I want to make sure that I'm keeping my house air clean as well as for my child. So let's get this open, set it up, and check it out. So the first thing I found here was the air filter. Now I'm used to seeing air filters of cars, so this is much bigger than what I expected, but looks vaguely familiar as well. Comes with a quick start guide on how to get it started. The device comes packaged up in plastic. Let's get rid of that. Here's the device right here. Let's get it set up together. So the first thing it wants us to do is flip it upside down and place it on a level surface. And we twist off the bottom here, and then we find a filter in here as well. I'm going to set this filter off to the side, and we'll just use the one that I already opened. We'll take the open filter and put it back in, and then twist the top back on. Now we flip it back over and set it upright, at least 3 inches away from any walls or other objects. Then we plug it in. Now it's very simple to operate. There's a power button on here that will press down, and then it should begin to analyze the current air quality in this room. You can see it analyzing. Wow, and it says we currently have clean air hovering above 97, 98, 99%. That's fantastic. Now it already says we're at 100%. And I can see on my camera screen that it looks like this is flashing and acting all funny and kind of being weird. That's not happening in real life. It's probably just the refresh rate of the camera. This is a solid blue, and we have solid clean air, solid 100% right here. So don't worry about all the flashing and stuff that you're seeing through the camera lens here. You can see up top that there's some touch controls up here too. For example, you can change the brightness of the output display. And again, that might not look good on the camera, but it's working nicely here. I've actually found that if I turn off my light on my camera here, you can see this screen much better, so I apologize if this doesn't look as bright up here, but we can see this better and we can see this top display better, so we'll work with this for now. And let me show you again those brightness settings. And we have another button up here for info, and what that will do will show us several settings, including the clean air, and the time to clean setting shows you your estimated time until the air is clean in the room. Mine says 0 because it's already clean. And your PMI 1 settings are looking for things that are very small, so that might be like bacteria in the air. Your PMI 2.5 ratings and your PM10 rating will show you things that it's capturing like pollen or dust in the air, things that are larger than bacteria. The blue indicates good air quality. If it turns to amber, that will be medium air quality, and if it turns to red, that means your air quality is probably no good. And here you see that it's currently on auto mode. That means it's going to select how quickly it's moving the fan. But I can move up the speed of the fan by hitting this arrow, and it will start forcing a lot more air. I can quickly switch back to auto just by tapping that button, and you can see the fan speed drops significantly. You'll also see a timer setting right here, and that will give you the option to change how long you want your system to run for until it turns off. And you can see the maximum there is 12 hours. And over here is the filter life button. So if we press that button, it will tell us how long the filter has to last. So in this case, it's still at 100%. Of course, that's obvious, it's brand new. And once it reaches 0%, then it will blink and it will let us know it's time to change the filter. And here we have a child lock button. If we press and hold it for 2 seconds, then it will lock all the settings so you can't change anything until you actually press and hold the child lock button again. And now it's deactivated. And the really interesting thing I've noticed about the child lock is that if you turn the brightness all the way off, then there is no child lock feature and it doesn't work anymore. But neither do the other buttons. So having the brightness off basically acts as a child lock system. However, you can still turn it off. And lastly, once it's running on auto mode at 100% for 10 minutes, then it will switch into eco mode to preserve the life of the system and the filter. And so I've let 10 minutes pass, and you can see this little green light here that indicates eco mode is working. There you go. I really like how easy it was to set up. It's very easy to understand. I like how well it's working. And if you're looking for an air purifier, this might be the one for you too.